Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out this video called The Abandoned VTuber That Made It. Obviously, this video is about Hoshimachi Suisei. I'm going to be getting into her music very soon, and I want a proper introduction onto what I am getting myself into. So yeah, let's get into it. A little bit of ASMR at the start. I like it.
One of Suisei's favorite catchphrases, "It's your shooting star, your diamond in the rough, idol VTuber Hoshimachi Suisei." I want you to focus on the diamond in the rough part because truly I tell you, it was through years of internal and gruesome pressure that the talent Suisei was able to create some diamonds. Let's take it back to her pre-debut year, her first livestream on March 2018. In her humble beginnings, Suisei set out to become a successful VTuber. She wanted to become a VTuber so badly, but was strapped on cash, that she ended up drawing her own V2 model and even rigging it. She shared in later interviews that she watched countless YouTube tutorial videos on how to become a VTuber, and from this, she learned Live 2D on her own. So this unknown VTuber gave it her all for 1 year straight, uploading every week, coming up with video ideas, and editing everything by herself. But things were going nowhere.
That's one thing about people who start out on YouTube, people who start out on the YouTube sphere, or I don't know exactly the intricacies of being a VTuber. I imagine it's very hard, but yeah, when you start out, you don't have an editor, you don't have a designer, you just do everything yourself, and it's very tough. But yeah, that's what it is.
And she was barely able to cross 6,000 subs even after giving it her all. She even worked multiple odd jobs to stay financially afloat.
他のね企業の VTuber さんの動画を作らせてもろて、それでちょっとお小遣い稼ぎをしたりだとか、居酒屋でバイトしてお小遣い稼ぎをしたりだとか、まあいろいろありましたね。
After 1 year of this, Suisei realized that she was nearing burnout, so she wanted to get into a good VTuber agency. She was tired of making everything by herself and needed help.
自分でメイクもやって動画も自分でやって企画も自分で立ててみたいな、そういう時代がありましたですけど、まあね、1年くらいやって結構なんていうの、いい数字が出なかったというか。
So this ambitious indie VTuber started to apply to all the major VTuber agencies in Japan. However, she got rejected by every single one of them.
Hey, you guys remember the Beatles? How many times did they get rejected before someone said yes? Just keep going.
のままとして入るのはちょっと難しいかなっていう感じだったんだよね。なんか一新して別の芸名でじゃないととか、まあそういう話ばっかでどうしようかな。
Call it stubbornness or foolishness, Suisei really believed she could make it in this industry as Hoshimachi Suisei. A complete rebrand would be moving away from this identity. Mustering all her courage, she reached out to a company called Hololive, who already rejected her once.
頼むよもう一回ちょっと話し合いしてみませんかつってもう一回だけなんか条件面とかで気になることがあるんだったら私全然なんか妥協とか全然するんでもう一回ちょっとお話ししませんかねみたいな。
So it happened around at the very same time she reached out. The company that owned Hololive, Cover Corp, was creating a music label called Inonaka Music. They said, "You can join our label, but you must join our music branch." Without any hesitation whatsoever, Suisei is like, "Yes, I will join." And she recalls being very happy on that day. Fast forward to—
I don't remember this video ever talking about her having any musical background too. So did she just start out music, like fresh out, or was she already singing and doing stuff before then?
her first live
I'm
show,
sure they're gonna
part of
clarify that.
Inonaka Music. The newly signed VTuber shared she was extremely nervous during her first performance. She wasn't even part of the promos because of her last minute addition, and people who were at this performance was there only for her gen mate Azuki. But one thing that made her emotional and kept her pushing forward was whenever she would appear and started to sing, people started to change their pen lights from Azuki red to Suisei blue. It was a defining moment for her. Straight up around the same time, she was very close to quitting after dropping the song Thank You. But after this experience, she knew she wanted to become a popular VTuber. Now this is where...
Bro, that's like a freaking anime plot type storyline, bro. No one knew who she was at the beginning. Then as soon as she started singing, everyone's like, oh, screw my bias, bro. Who is this? Do you know how hard it is? You know how good you have to be in order for people to change their bias mid-concert?
Things kind of took a sad turn for her. During her 5 months as part of Inonaka Music, Suisei was legit casted aside. Number 1, there was no music support for her for 5 months. Not even voice or dancing lessons. Number 2, her new 2D model was delayed for half a year. Number 3, she was completely ignored by the top management of Inonaka Music. And number 4, due to company policies, other VTubers couldn't even ask her for a collab. And most importantly of all of her music projects were getting delayed, and she eventually had to pay for things out of her own pocket to get things moving. It was honestly a horrible situation.
I've heard horror stories about idols, specifically K-pop idols. I remember there was a really, really big K-pop group called Everglow. They were one of the biggest girl groups in the early 2020s, blowing up in the K-pop industry. They did not get paid a single cent in their 6 years of being active. Crazy.
いや本当にもうずっと期待させてたからもうできないのが本当申し訳ない、はあ、これからもね頑張っていくんで応援しててください。
But without no complaints whatsoever, Suisei pushed onward and just kept streaming and streaming. And from this hard work, her maximum viewers started to climb little by little. From March 2019 at 110 viewers to 2,200 in December 2019. But despite these efforts, Inonaka wouldn't pour any resources into her. There are many fan speculations of why this was, but the most reasonable one was that the genesis of this music label was originally set up to support Azuki Oni, so they couldn't spare any additional support for Suisei. Again, Suisei was losing all hope until A-chan, a prominent Hololive staff member, stepped in to save her.
ちょっと結構モチベがきついもう結構モチベがきついなみたいな話をしてなんかやめようかなとか思うんだけどどう思うみたいな感じで相談してでA ちゃんがすごいいろいろと計らってくれて
A-chan.
One thing really interesting about Japanese culture that I notice a lot is they always, no matter what they're talking about, they always have a happy tone. They're always talking like they're always talking like that. In any other country or basically any other industry, when people are sad and they talk about being sad, they're sad. Their personality is sad. But in Japan, they're like, yeah, I'm depressed. Yeah, I want to die.
Is honestly the real MVP because it was this very swift action by her that eventually saved Suisei's VTuber career. So in December 2019, Hoshimachi Suisei transfers from Inonaka Music to Hololive. With a newfound drive, she started to hone on how to stand out as a VTuber talent and be unique. What are some things that only Hoshimachi Suisei can do? You started to see this internalization influence how she moves. She went out of her way to collab with other Hololive members, and one thing she played into was this psychopathic personality. This birthed the name Psychopath Suisei or Suisopath. This also led her to randomly picking up Mario Kart and grinding her way to be the best out of it out of all the Hololive talents. And most famously, her skills in Tetris was pretty god tier. It seems from getting rejected for
being god tier in music, being god tier in Mario Kart, being god tier in Tetris,
so long for being a jack of all trades. This very personality is what led
master
her
of
to
all
cement
trades.
her
What the
place
hell?
within Hololive. But at the end of the day, it was Suisei's phenomenal singing skills that really separated her from the rest. Things for her really
That part.
turned for the better in March 2020. She was finally able to debut her 3D outfit.
I want to know more about why she's so good. Did she just have God-given talent, or was she practicing singing before all this even happened? Did she grow up with music? I want to know that background, because you gonna tell me just a VTuber just decided to do music one day and then became God tier?
She showcased her third original song. She announced her new radio show, and in all of that, celebrated her 2-year anniversary. In December 2019, she will be getting maximum 2.2k viewers.
I would
During
love
this
those
3D
views.
concert in March 2020, 56,000 people tuned in. End of November 2019, she was at 50k subs. And 4 days after her 3D debut, she hit 150k subs. What if she quit back in November 2019, 4 months before? This all would have never became a reality. Hololive's popularity then skyrockets with the formation of its EN branch in September 2020. Just in October 2020, Gra Gura surpasses 1 million subs. The first
I've seen
Hololive
her.
member to do
I know
so,
who she
and the
is.
third VTuber in totality to do so after Kitsuna Ai and Kaguya Luna. Suisei takes the Hololive momentum and runs with it. By June 2021, Suisei passes 1 million subs, nearly 2 years, joining Inonaka Music at 6,000 subs. In a very wholesome moment, her father calls her right before she crosses this huge milestone.
で、俺はな、1から0から始めるやつのことしか尊敬しないんだ。だからお前はまあいろんなちょっと切り抜きとか配信とかを見て知ったけど、お前はまあ一人でゼロから始めたらしいなって。だから俺はすごいと思う。
Nothing is as rewarding as having your conservative Asian father telling you from his heart that he's proud of you. But I'm sure in that very moment, Suisei felt a deep level of peace and accomplishment. Several months after, taking all these emotions, she publishes Still Stellar, a hood classic.
People
that
keep
was
telling me
a
to react to
Japan
this.
Billboard 100
I'ma react to it.
instant
Trust me.
hit.
Wait. No. Stop. What are you doing, video? What are you doing? What is this? Trying to spoil me, bro?
From March 2020 to now, there were still many bumps in the road, multiple hiatuses.
Bro,
She
don't play the music in the background. I have to focus. I really have to focus on the words.
had a major surgery in 2022. However, like her resistance in the beginning of her VTuber career, she's always able to push through and innovate. From her editing her own music videos, to project managing the best of the best Japanese producers and songwriters to help her create her latest music projects. From her first
Stop play. I can't even watch this video, bro.
music performance debut in 2019 to her selling out whole arenas by herself. From her getting
Bro, those live performances be playing in crazy big domes. I guess Japan just got the domes, man, because all the concerts look so impressive all the time.
rejected by all the major VTuber agencies in Japan to being an absolute VTuber pioneer by being the first one to perform on First Take. From virtual ghosts to virtual
Yeah, I can't really think of anyone else who participated in First Take like that. I can't think of anyone else. Wow, that's
superstar.
impressive.
This is the Hoshimachi Suisei story.
That's awesome. And I'm pretty sure the first label is looking at all this and just going up to Suisei and be like, "Yeah, we was just joking, bro. We was just joking. Come back, bro." Yeah. They kept focusing their music label on that one artist, and I don't even know who that artist is. I only know who Suisei is, so I guess we know at the end of the day who got the better end. I'm so sorry about the end, but I really want to react to her music completely fresh, so that's why I did all that nonsense. But yeah, this is really cool, and I heavily respect people who start from scratch. Again, when you start from scratch, you got to do everything yourself, and that's kind of what I'm doing too. I record everything. I edit everything myself. I make all my thumbnails myself. I market myself. Yeah, you gotta that's just how it is, man. In the entertainment world, you gotta basically just do everything yourself until you make it big, and then you can have some help. But yeah, it's very cutthroat, man. The entertainment world is very, very cutthroat, and until you really make it and make a name for yourself, people are just gonna stomp on you like you're a freaking cockroach, man. That's just how it is, man. And I can't even blame the first label for being so cutthroat because there I'm pretty sure a lot of come up stories like Suisei have happened, and their stories probably don't end up as nice as they do for Suisse. So, yeah, that's just how the industry is, man. It's tough, but hey, if you can make it, you can make it. That's awesome. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had such a great time with this. I will see you guys in the reaction to this tomorrow. So.